Hello there guys, welcome back to Younes Talks Football, welcome back to a brand new video. I hope all of you are doing well today. The classic intro for all of you. This is going to be a very interesting video. I've got pieces of news to deliver to you as we wait for Chelsea to get back underway and playing football again. Yes, I'm afraid we've still got a week and a half until that happens, but I got you covered. Before we get into today's video with multiple talking points, I want to let you know this video is brought to you and sponsored by the OneFootball app. Make sure you download the OneFootball app, link in the description, for all of your footballing needs, just like it is for me. It's where I go to for my news, and it's where you should go to for your news, whether it's to do with Chelsea or whether it's to do with your football club if you don't support Chelsea, any other club, any other league, your stats, your standings, whatever you need, it's there. Download the OneFootball app, link in the description, and enjoy. Secondly, make sure you check out my latest FIFA 22 Chelsea career mode episode on my second channel, Younes Talks. I'll leave a link for that right here, as well as my Twitch, where I am streaming regularly there, and we're doing all sorts in terms of gameplay, whether it's reactions and watching videos together, having discussions, me and all of you. So make sure you follow me on Twitch. Links are in the description. Let's get cracking with today's video, where I've got 4 things to discuss with you, and we're going to start off with the good news. We'll start off with good news, then we'll jump to the bad. We'll start off on a positive, and then we'll go into the gutter. Reece James is the latest piece of news. Reece James is looking like he is set to return to Chelsea training within the next 2 weeks. Within a fortnight, he will be training with the first team again, and he looks like he is in contention to be playing at the Club World Cup. Beautiful. Just as we needed something to keep our hopes high, you get this. Here it is. Let's look at the latest. So, Reece James is set to return to Chelsea training within a fortnight and could play in the Blues Club World Cup campaign in Abu Dhabi next month as the England star steps up recovery from hamstring injury. Now, he's been out since December, or well, since the end of December, and we are now approaching the end of January. The article goes on to explain, obviously, with the circumstances that he's going to have, obviously returning back to training, and why he got injured, or how he got injured, and the fact that he'll be back for the Club World Cup, it's looking like. We also need to bear in mind that with Reece James, and the fact that he ended up getting injured at the end of December, we are now reaching the end of Jan. That's a month, right? Hamstrings normally take about a month, right? And it seems like we're being a little bit extra cautious, or if you tear it really badly, then it could be about 6 weeks, 7 weeks. That's a really bad tear. It did look like a bad tear because he looked like he could barely walk when he came off the pitch after he took up that injury. So it's no surprise that he's back in the next couple of weeks to full first team training, might I add, and I'm looking forward to it. Now, here's the question. Do we play him as a right wing back, or do we play him as a right back? Are we sticking with the back 4 even with Reece James or not? Let me know in the comments. What would you like to see? If Reece James comes back after that, what would you do? Stick to the back 4? Or go back to a back 3 and have him play as a wing back, which would mean, in that aspect, that Marcos Alonso would more than likely need to play as a left wing back. Unless if Malang Sarr plays as a left wing back, which I don't think is his role. So let me know. I'd love to hear it. But Reece James coming back, he's going to be there for the Club World Cup. Bring it on. We have Plymouth on the 5th, so that's obviously not this weekend, but the weekend after. And he could be available for that, but I do not want him to play against Plymouth. Let's have it right. I'd rather have him rest a little bit more and train a little bit more, then be ready for the Club World Cup. And then we have the semi-final, who I'm not sure it's against. Is it Al Hilal? I'm not sure. But anyway, the semi-final should be a game where we would be able to win comfortably and then get to the final, and we'll see what happens when hopefully Reece James is back to his best. So Reece James, welcome back. Or, well, not welcome back yet, but a soon to be welcome back. And we're looking forward to it. So that's the latest on Reece James. Now, in terms of Chelsea's transfer business, it's all looking a little mad. Obviously, today we have been linked with Niklas Süle from Bayern Munich, centre-back, 26 years old, quite a lump, has been given the nickname German Maguire. You know, I don't like that. You know, I don't like that for the fact that I don't want a Maguire in my team, right? I don't want a fridge. I know the Germans are very efficient with their machine making and their manufacturing and all of that. Some of the best in the world when it comes to German technology. You know, Vorsprung durch Technik. You know, it's there for a reason. Because it's flipping efficient. But I don't want a German fridge. I'm all right. Now, Niklas Süle, is he actually like Maguire? I can see why he's been given that, but I'd like to think at 26 years old, big lump, if he were to come to Chelsea, obviously with the defensive situation we have at the moment, I feel like if Thomas Tuchel does want him, then he'd be able to know how to use him. So we'll see. Although I do have my reservations on it. Now, the plus side on that is that he's a free transfer because at the end of the season, he's out of contract. So him coming on as a free agent, I can see why Chelsea are doing it. There's no money involved. And Chelsea right now are at a loss in terms of their financial situation. So I can see why they'd entertain this. But is Süle the answer? If we were to let go of Christensen and Azpilicueta, probably not. But I think if we were to get him for free, why not? But at the same time, I feel like we need to go and get someone on top of that. So a Koundé, for example. We'll see, though. Let me know in the comments, would you take Niklas Süle? Or do you think he is a German fridge or a German Maguire and you want to stay well away from him? Let me know. I'd love to hear it. Now, about transfers. We clearly need a wing-back, right? I don't know if anyone has told you or if you've been living in a cave, but our wing-backs are injured and we kind of need someone. Now, we've got Milan who's been putting in a shift. At right wing-back, we've had Aspi who's been putting in a shift, but not as efficient as he used to be. I think we can all agree. There's been one name that has been, well, flown about by loads of Chelsea fans worldwide, and that is Robin Gosens. Gosens of Atalanta and Germany, who we saw play at the Euros and smashed it as a left wing back. So, rightly so, Chelsea fans were like, you know what? I'd take him. I'd take him. Well, guess what? We're not getting him. We're not getting him because this has happened. Check this out. Robin Gosens to Inter. Here we go. Agreement reached with Atalanta. Loan with obligation to buy for 25 million euros. Add-ons included. Personal terms agreed. Gosens will sign his contract in the coming hours. Deal sealed and completed. He joins Inter immediately in January. Now this is something that 25 million euros. What are we doing? Are we sleeping or what? Now, I say that, but there is one thing to put into context here, is the fact that Gosens is currently injured. And I don't think he would be available up until maybe end of February. So if that is a factor that Chelsea are looking at, then if that's their only reason, to an extent, I understand. But if you're looking at it, end of February, well, we are already end of January. We don't have any football up until the end of next week. And that's going to be mid-February. And then we have to go to the Club World Cup. And then that is when Gosens is pretty much going to be fit again. By the time, hopefully, we win the Club World Cup and we end up coming back to play Premier League football and then take part in the Carabao Cup final. So if that's the case, why have we not even entertained this? 25 million euros. That's about what? 20 million pounds. We've let Gosens go to Inter for 20 million quid. I mean, what are we doing? And we need a wing-back. Honestly, I'll be shocked if Chelsea didn't even try to attempt to think about getting this deal done. I would be shocked because he has everything that you would need in a wing-back. Now, obviously, we don't know the complete behind-the-scenes scenario at Chelsea and what is actually going on in terms of talks or Thomas Tuchel or the scouts or Marina or whatnot. But how we haven't even heard of a rumour Chelsea are linked with Gosens, I don't know. I simply don't know how. I don't know how. So he's gone to Inter. Inter doing fantastic business. Fair play to Inter Milan. They have absolutely smashed it in terms of the way that they are building their team with the money that they got from us. So fair play to Inter Milan. You've been credited very, very well. Now, Couple of other stories I want to briefly mention and talk about very, very quickly on here. Let's start off with this one. Adama Traore going to Barcelona. Who would have thought this is going to happen? Adama Traore to Barcelona. Done deal, and here we go. Loan with a buy option, not mandatory. So it's an option to buy, not an obligation to buy. For 30 million euros plus bonuses, Barca will cover 100% of the salary until June. Deal to be signed on Friday, as per David Ornstein. So there you are. Adama Traore, and I've always wondered, are these pictures edited or are they legit? They could be legit, they could be edited, I don't know. But Adama Traore to Barcelona, gonna have to see Barcelona now applying oil onto his arm, so you know, no one's grabbing him, just like they do in the Premier League. I think that's a good move for Barcelona in terms of the financial situation they're in. Fair play to Barca for getting a decent Premier League right-sided player in Adama Traore. So credit to Barca. Now, the last one that I wanted to show you guys, and it involves us emotionally, I guess, is this. Frank Lampard. Everton. Frank Lampard in contention as Farhad Moshiri holds off on Vitor Pereira. And this goes on to say that Frank Lampard has held talks with Everton and is now pretty much the front runner for this job. And you know what? I hope he gets it. I really, really hope he gets it. Frank Lampard. Here's the thing. He's not going to get a better job than this in the Premier League, which is clearly where he wants to be. Because if not, he would have taken the Rangers job, or he would have already gone off somewhere else and taken a job somewhere else. He doesn't want that. He didn't want the Norwich job. Fair play. Probably doesn't want to get relegated. But this is a job where I feel like it's the only one that's there and available for you. And it's a decent level. And you have a chance to turn the situation at that club around. I think it's perfect for him in terms of if he turns it around, gains the experience he needs, doesn't have too much money to play with, so he's going to have to, you know, figure out how he manages the squad. And if he does well, that's great experience for him, especially in the Premier League. It helps build him. It helps build his CV up for him. And then after that, he can start looking at top clubs. But yeah, Frank Lampard to Everton. Let me know what you think in the comment section below. Do you think he should take it? Personally, if he doesn't take it, he should just stop about management. Go back to punditry, because clearly you're not going to get anything else. It's as simple as that. So I reckon he should do it. Let me know what you think. I'd love to hear it. But that's all for today, people. Thank you so much. Let me know all of your thoughts in the comment section below in relation to all of the stories that I've given you today. I'd love to hear it on Reece James, on Gosens, on Traore, on Frank Lampard. I'd love to hear it. Much appreciated. Hit the subscribe button if you are new. Hit that notification bell to be notified once I've uploaded. Smash the like button if you have enjoyed this. And I will see all of you tomorrow for a brand new one. Have a good one, people. See you then. Take care and peace.